Hi there and welcome to another video. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I know you're going to like the tips that we have here today. Today we're going to do a position review on some photographs that somebody sent in. So let's get started. Okay, so let's take a look at this photograph here. First thing we like to look at is her head up? Yeah, and you can see right here that her eyes are up looking forward. And because her eyes are up looking forward, it's going to help keep her in balance, keep her position in the correct place. Because your eyes are up, it'll help the horse understand where you're going and what's happening next. If your eyes are down, it's kind of like riding your bicycle or driving a car with your eyes down. You don't know where you're going to go and you're going to crash. So keep your eyes up so you know where you're going, and it helps the horse understand where it's going too. The other thing it does, and you can see this in this picture, it helps to keep your back flat, and that's really important when you're riding. Keeping your back flat, it looks good and it helps to keep yourself in balance with the horse. There's one thing that stands out in this picture, and that's this thing here. The chin strap on her helmet, and you can see that it looks like this helmet may not be fitting properly. It's hard to tell. This is a key thing. It's just irritating. It detracts from your picture. Okay, the other general thing that we can see from this photograph is, first of all, when you're in your jumping position, this is an excellent picture because it's from the side. Thank you so much for that. Generally speaking, we like to see a straight line, shoulder, knee, toe. So that's pretty good. The other thing we like to see is your seat over the middle of the saddle. Right now you're over the pommel of the saddle. So we like to have your seat coming more towards the back of the saddle, in the middle of the saddle, so you're closing your hip angle more. Hip angle being shoulder, hip, knee, that angle there. We like to have that closed a little bit more, with your bum going towards the back of the saddle a bit more. If you'd like to have your own position review done, please send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. This is your angle here, shoulder, hip, knee, heel. We'd like to have your body, if this is where you are, this is where you are now, we'd like to have your body more this way. Bringing your seat closer to the back of the saddle, and your straight line would be shoulder, knee, toe. The other thing that strikes me right off the bat is your knee angle, hip, knee, this angle here. That should be a little bit more closed. This, bringing your seat towards the seat of the saddle is one way of doing it, and also putting your stirrups up one hole or two holes is another way of doing it. Now when you're jumping over your jump, you're not interfering with the horse. Your hands are on the neck, that's really good. Like to see a little bit more release. And if you do bring your seat more towards the back of the saddle, shorten your stirrups up one, you see your hands can be here, and then you can get a little bit more of a release in the horse's mouth. Having a release on the horse's mouth is really important to allow the horse to round properly, and so you don't interfere with the horse's mouth, if necessary, so that you don't interfere with the horse and to allow the horse to jump properly. If you hold on the reins or get left behind too often, then the horse will start refusing and start to jump poorly. Let's take a closer look at your foot in the stirrup. This is called home. Your foot is home in the stirrup. We'd like to see the stirrup on the ball of your foot, and that will help be able to keep your weight down into your heels. Generally speaking, you look okay up there. You're not interfering with the horse and you're staying with the horse. Shorten your stirrups up a hole or two to get your hip angle and your knee angle so you can absorb the shock of that horse taking off and landing, and also keep the stirrup on the ball of your foot for safety and also to help keep the weight down into your heels. If you'd like to have your own position review done, please send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. Go use this stuff. Go hug your horse. Go use this stuff. Thanks now. Bye.